Haggai 2:5. Does my spirit remains prove the Spirit's divinity? This is what I covenanted with you when you came out of Egypt, and my spirit remains among you. Do not fear. Haggai 2:5. Haggai 2:5 offers profound insight into God's relationship with his people, highlighting the Spirit's enduring presence and role as God's agent. But this raises an important question. How can the Spirit remain and act independently, yet fully in harmony with God, unless the Spirit is a divine person? Let's explore this passage and uncover its implications for understanding the Trinity. 1. The context of Haggai. 2. Haggai 2 is a message of encouragement to the Israelites as they rebuild the temple after the Babylonian exile. God's covenant faithfulness. The passage reminds the people of God's promise made during the Exodus, the Spirit's presence. Despite Israel's struggles, God assures them that his Spirit remains with them. A call to courage. God's promise to be with his people through his Spirit provides the basis for their courage. Challenge. How can skeptics deny the Spirit's divinity when he is described as the active presence of God among his people? 2. The Spirit's role in Haggai 2:5. Haggai emphasizes the Spirit's enduring presence and active role in God's covenant. God's agent. The Spirit ensures the fulfillment of God's promises, guiding and empowering his people. Personal presence. The Spirit's presence is not abstract or symbolic, but tangible and relational. Consistency. Across time. From the Exodus to Haggai's time, the Spirit remains constant in his role. Challenge. If the Spirit is not divine, how can he serve as God's enduring agent and presence among his people? 3. The Trinity in Haggai 2:5. Haggai 2:5 reflects the relational dynamic of the Trinity, with the Spirit playing a unique role. The Father, the source of the covenant and the one who sends the Spirit. The Spirit, the one who remains with God's people, ensuring his covenant is fulfilled. The Son. Though not mentioned explicitly in this passage, Jesus later embodies and fulfills the covenant, empowered by the Spirit. Luke 4:10. Challenge. How do skeptics reconcile the Spirit's distinct yet unified role with God's covenantal promises? 4. Fulfillment in the New Testament. The New Testament expands on the Spirit's role as the divine presence among God's people. John 14:16-17. Jesus promises the Holy Spirit as the counselor who will remain with believers forever. Acts 2:1-4. The Spirit is poured out at Pentecost, marking a new era of God's presence among his people. Romans 8:11. The Spirit's indwelling power ensures life and transformation for believers. Challenge. How can skeptics explain the Spirit's consistent role across both testaments unless he is fully divine? 5. The Spirit's divinity in the Old Testament. Haggai 2:5 is part of a broader biblical pattern where the Spirit demonstrates divine attributes. Genesis chapter 2. The Spirit hovers over the waters during creation, participating in God's creative work. Psalm 139:7-8. The Spirit's omnipresence is celebrated, affirming his divine nature. Isaiah 63:10. The Spirit is grieved by rebellion, reflecting personal and relational qualities. Challenge. If the Spirit is merely a force or symbol, how can he possess divine attributes and actions? 6. Why this matters understanding. Haggai 2:5 provides profound insights into God's covenantal faithfulness and the Spirit's role. God's promise. The Spirit's presence reassures God's people of his enduring commitment. The Trinity's unity. The passage highlights the cooperative roles of the Father and Spirit in fulfilling God's promises. A call to faith. Recognizing the Spirit's role invites believers to trust in God's presence and power. Challenge. If skeptics deny the Spirit's divinity, how do they explain his enduring role in Haggai 2:5 and other Old Testament passages? Call to action. What do you think about Haggai 2:5? Does this passage reveal the Spirit's divinity and role within the Trinity? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking Bible studies.